Hi there, guys. I'm Claude.
And I'm Clinton. And we're the Lamest Defenders. Today we're going to have a special comics review episode. We're going to have to review something that's more of a classic series. That's something that Claude and I like a lot. Mm-hmm. And it was the first Civil War.
Not that stinker Civil War 2.
Yeah, exactly. So look forward to talking to you about that. And we'll be back right after this.
All right.
The mouse runs our lives.
All right, guys. Welcome back. So, like we were saying previously in the intro, we're talking about Marvel Civil War, the good one, and not the movie either. So this is 2006, where all the villains are basically good guys, and all the good guys are split in half, and it's just classic Civil War.
Yeah.
So really, how the story began, it was basically in Stamford, Connecticut. There's a team of young superheroes that are filming a reality show that catch up to a villain. The villain is named Nitro, and obviously has the power to blow up. Yeah. And the kids are, not as experienced as, say, as, Iron Man, Captain America, probably not even as experienced as Howard the Duck. And they're lollygagging, and, it's all good. And they got great footage for the reality show, and Nitro isn't having it. He completely explodes, killing his entire school. There's hundreds of people have died.
Yeah. Thankfully, nothing that bad can come from a reality show.
No, ever.
But no, I remember that kind of led to the Superhuman Registration Act. Mm-hmm. So that Tony was kind of working on before a little bit.
Yeah,
they kind of led you to believe that he was already working on that before.
But
like that took it over the top.
Because Congress immediately just
they're like, no more masks.
Yeah,
shut it down, boys.
They really passed that thing pretty fast.
Yeah, well, like the Patriot Act. After 9/11, it also led to him kind of recruiting Spider-Man and
Tony Stark.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Tony Stark. Yeah,
because I remember during it's Captain America, pretty much all the big superheroes, and they're cleaning up the town, and then Iron Man and Captain America kind of have a conversation, and then I believe it's Maria Hill on a helicarrier basically interrogates Cap because Cap obviously has a problem with it, and then it actually plays just like Winter Soldier about Captain America basically escaping out of the SHIELD facility, only this time it's a helicarrier. I just remember that panel where Captain America is like, see ya, and he jumps on a jet and he just jams a shield, and he's riding like a surfboard. I was like, all right.
That's a good movie.
That was a good... No, that happened in the Civil War comic, too.
No, but it was
Winter Soldier.
Movie,
yeah, it was pretty good.
But no, I remember that, too, because it was basically like, you join us or die. Like, you're an enemy of the state. And, Captain America cannot be an enemy of the state. Mm-hmm. So it's...
Well, he can't. And it happened.
It did.
One love.
Yeah. And just like really any real Civil War, it also divided families. It divided, the Fantastic Four. Mm-hmm. You had Reed Richards working with Tony Stark to create a prison in the negative zone.
And an android Thor.
And an android Thor. And, a lot of people, names died in this storyline. Not big names, but names.
Yeah.
And...
they're all back now.
They're all back. That's a comic book. They're not going to be dead forever.
Half a year.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, what the repercussions for this event has just been astronomical.
But one of my favorite scenes was when they were doing a mass arrest for with the Cape Killers for the SHIELD agents, and they had Daredevil in the negative zone.
Yeah,
and Daredevil. They said, well, Tony Stark's there too, and he said, well, he only had one thing, and he wanted to hand it to you, and it was a piece of silver. And Daredevil goes, here's your 31 pieces of silver, Judas. I was just like, oh, gosh. That was the only thing he did in that entire book, but
some say that's the only thing he's done since.
Some people say hurtful things. No.
Yeah, because and then so they finally go to blows. Captain America, Iron Man, some epic fights going on there.
Yeah, and then it kind of culminates with Cap just realizing what's going on and all the devastation and destruction, and dare I say, carnage that is going on, and he just realizes that this isn't the way to win a war like that. And
all the while, like, I mean, Tony Stark's a bad guy, you know.
He is unequivocally the bad guy in this one. Where I feel like in the movie he was actually I have seen reviews for saying Tony's a good guy and Captain's a good guy.
Right.
So like I feel they hit a really good balance.
Even Chris Evans, he said, I remember during the press junket for Captain America: Civil War, he's like, yeah, I totally would have been on Tony Stark's side.
So yeah, I mean they had a better balance, but yeah, in the comic books it's no doubt Iron Man's the bad guy.
Yeah, he is a jerk.
Yeah. So one of my favorite tie-in books for Civil War,
and there was a lot.
There were a lot, yeah. But one of them that I thought was almost necessary. It was necessary to read in addition to the main 10 was Frontline. It featured the Daily Bugle. Ben Urich was really heavily featured in it, but it basically just gave you. It filled in any and all gaps, really, that could have been. Yeah, it was perfect. Like I thought it should have been. Like Civil War 1, it should have been Civil War 2 for Frontline, and then Civil War, going on like that. But it was absolutely necessary.
Dare I say there hasn't been an event like this where it's good enough where you get tempted to buy almost every single tie-in. There really, I mean, I have yet to realize like any event that's like this, because in 2006, this was a very expensive event.
It was a big deal.
Yeah.
It was, I think. Altogether, it was 98 issues.
That's insane.
And it $2 to $4 a pop. That's,
right.
And I'm sure the main storyline was probably $5, but
you better.
It was a big deal.
Yeah, pay with credit card.
Yeah, no, but the other big deal too was the Thunderbolts, led by Baron Zemo, who was prominent in the movie.
Yeah,
but he in this one he's leading his own group called like I said before, the Thunderbolts, and they have been conscripted by the U.S. government to hunt down heroes. So you have bad guys who are literally chasing the good guys on the government payroll, and it was a great
full dental
dynamic.
It's important for Venom.
Exactly. Good one. And it was a great tie-in. I thought, like, I really liked that one too, because it kind of showed you another side. But if I had to pick two, definitely Frontline and Thunderbolts. But everything else was kind of like okay. So.
Yeah. I would say, obviously, I think we all know where we're going with this one. The Spider-Man tie-in was excellent. It's just that he, along with a lot of other heroes, has a secret identity, and he's maybe the top 3 heroes that have the most to lose. Because you got to think of all the rogue gallery for Spider-Man and the things that he's done during some of the combat with them over the years, and such a rich history with that. There's a lot of villains that have some bad blood with them. Yeah. So once he revealed his secret identity in a press conference, he was all in for Tony Stark, and then eventually he realizes, he has an Iron Spider.
Yeah, that's where it came from.
From
that conference or that partnership.
And he starts to realize once Android Thor comes around and he does things that Thor probably wouldn't do. Spider-Man started to take his family, Aunt May and Mary Jane, underground to really hide away from some of the stuff, and then eventually you get to see him kind of team up with he goes to the Captain America side, which he flip-flops. It's like Team Switch in Halo when you're losing. You just gotta switch on over.
It was interesting, though. We actually uncovered some very rare footage that we're very excited to show you regarding that, now, I guess, famous Peter Parker internal conflict, really. And it was a very charming moment. So let's check it out.
My dearest Meredith Jane, I trust this letter finds you. I am strengthened by our resolve, but I fear the upcoming battle will test us in more ways than I can imagine. When this began, I never doubted Mr. Stark's abilities, and I still do not, but I am beginning to question his motives. I recently had a conversation with Captain America that enlightened me with the American way, and it ended with a Mark Twain quote. It got weird. Knowing you and Aunt May are waiting for me at the end of all this brightens even the darkest day. Know that you are always in my heart, and if I should fall, My last wish will be spending my time with you for one more day. With love, always, Peter.
What was Peter Parker from New York?
Yeah, I mean, Queens is southern New York City, so
Oh,
it's got a little twang.
okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
So, I mean, with any Civil War, anywhere, there's obviously, some repercussions, and I would say this event probably had the biggest ones in the Marvel Comics universe.
Yeah, definitely one of the more iconic issues was Captain America. After he surrendered to Tony, he was in jail and he was being transferred out to the court for his hearing. He was gunned down by a sniper, and
well, until you do, you gotta read it.
And it led to the Winter Soldier taking over the realm.
Probably the coolest, in my opinion, Captain America suit.
Yeah, taking over for Captain America and becoming the new Cap. So, which was I think it was the start of the Ed Brubaker run. He's a writer, and he's great. He's a great writer. But it started the run on that too, and a lot of fallout from Sue and Reed Richards. Like they were kind of they were in trouble for a while after that one.
Divorce court.
Yeah, but it all actually the big thing was that it led to Secret Invasion. Yeah, kind of led to Secret, like with the Skrull taking over. So that was
they set that up.
The biggest. Yeah, they set it up really well. Yeah, it was. Again, another massive event. I think that one had more issues than Civil War. But
I think so, yeah.
That's another video. So that was our review for Marvel Civil War. It basically took over the whole universe for a while there, for about like 6 to 8 months, I think, if not more. If you're interested in reading it, I absolutely recommend it. It's great for the most part. And then especially some of the tie-ins, the ones that we recommended earlier in the show.
Maybe not so much the X-Men one.
Yeah, well, those were, They were dealing with House of M after that. So they were still
more comic events.
Exactly. But if you want a great way to read it is to subscribe to Marvel Unlimited. It is it's basically like the Netflix of comic book for Marvel Comics. Yeah. We both use it. I think it's like either $9.99 a month or $14.99 a month. I forget what, but
I think it's
$10.99. Okay, so you get access to over almost 20,000 issues of comics. So
it takes like 6 months. Like even new ones, like after 6 months, it gets released to the app. So you get to catch up on that. But for events, it's perfect because you can read all the tie-ins, even the ones you don't want to read.
Exactly. Yeah, and it just costs you time. Which I mean, if you're a comic book fan, it's worth it. Yeah. So, or you can buy the series outright, the event outright, on Marvel.com.
Well, thank you guys so much. If there's any comic events that you want us to kind of go over and review, now that, it's been a while for everyone to digest, let us know in the comments. But everything else, thank you so much for watching. And if you like this video, please hit like and subscribe.
We really appreciate it, guys. Have a good one.
Thank you.